To begin using the next part of the SAS website, start by going to pde.sas.org. At the top, you will see displayed the 6 elements of SAS. Click on Curriculum Framework. We are going to be exploring today the Curriculum Framework. In this section, you can find not only an overview of the curriculum, but ELA overlay, curriculum maps, and PA standards instructional framework for several different topics. For today's exploration, we are going to be looking at the curriculum framework. Start by clicking on that box that's titled Curriculum Framework. That will bring you to the definitions. In order to understand the curriculum framework, there are several things that will be helpful, starting with the big ideas. The big ideas are the declarative statements that describe concepts that transcend grade levels. Big ideas are essential to provide focus for specific content areas for all students. Listed below is concepts. Concepts describe what students should know, the key knowledge as a result of this instruction specific to grade level. The competencies describe what students should be able to do, the key skills as a result of instruction specific to grade levels. Listed under each of the big ideas is also essential questions that you can use. These questions are connected to the SAS framework and are specifically linked to the big ideas. They help to frame student inquiry, promote critical thinking, and assist in learning transfer. To get started, click on the appropriate grade level that you work with. Once you click on that, so I clicked on 3rd grade, you will see the big ideas listed. All of the big ideas for 3rd grade are provided here. To narrow down your search, you can click on a specific content area. So go over to the subject, view more if you don't see exactly what you're looking for, and click in. So for ELA, the first thing that will top up is the long-term transfer goals for ELA. These are the things that we want students to be able to do independently. So there are 5 things listed there for 3rd grade. When you're thinking in terms of ELA, it's important to recognize that although all the big ideas are there, what we really want students to be able to do is independently comprehend, be critical consumers of text, produce writing, communicate effectively, and listen actively. So all of those things for comprehension, being critical, producing writing, communicating effectively, and listen actively to a wide range of conversations are all the things we really want our students to be able to do for long-term transfer of these goals. Under big ideas, you will see the first big idea listed, which is effective readers use appropriate strategies to construct meaning. Once you click on the arrow, it will drop down and then give you the essential question. This is a question you can use to drive inquiry. The question listed here is, how do strategic readers create meaning from informational and literacy texts? That is how you could begin your lesson. Click again, and down will drop the concept, the competencies, the vocabulary, and the standards that are addressed. So for this specific essential question, you're going to be looking at phonics and word recognition, as well as fluency. If you want to know what students need to be able to do, you can look at some of the competencies. If there's specific vocabulary that need to be addressed, it is then listed there. So for phonics, you're going to be looking specifically at multi-syllable root words. And then you can take yourself right back to the standard by clicking on the standard. The standard area will take you to the next section that will specifically identify that standard that is related to the big idea. At this point, you then can explore even further through materials and resources, which I will show you in a later video, or you can look at some of your options. One of your options is to add that to your ePortfolio. Your ePortfolio is a way for you to reference things that you have found on the SAS website later. So if you added it to your ePortfolio, you then can choose a file. So if this is your 3rd grade class, you can bookmark it and send it there. Everything that you send there is under your SAS tools. Make sure that your name is listed at the top for the SAS tools. If your name is not listed there, you are not logged in, and therefore anything that you find and want to save will not be saved. Click into the ePortfolio, and then you will be able to find any of the things that you have identified. As you can see here, there's not a specific folder created, so the topic and articles that we found, so we were looking at grade level phonics, is listed below. So if you would like to create a folder, you can go to the top and create a new folder. This is 3rd grade, so whatever you would like to title it, you can title that. Save the folder. And then you can take the thing that you found and move it up into that folder. Clicking move, click on 3rd grade. So don't drag and drop. Click on move, click on the appropriate folder, and then move it into that folder. That will save it into your ePortfolio. At that point, when you click into 3rd grade, anything that you have saved will be listed there for you. The curriculum framework is an excellent place for you to get started. If you're not exactly sure what your student should know and be able to do in your specific grade level, the curriculum framework will drive your thinking through helping you to identify the big ideas, the concepts, the competencies, and the essential questions. Listed once you click into them is also the vocabulary and standards that need to be addressed. Once you understand what the big ideas are, the concepts, competencies, and essential questions, in addition to standard or any other vocabulary, you will help to drive instruction that is rooted in Pennsylvania's Common Core standards.